The defendant was caught driving 94 miles per hour in a 65 miles per hour zone and admitted to drinking and driving. However, in court, the judge tells the prosecutor that the
commentary. Wade driving nearly 30 miles per hour over the limit and admitting to drinking sounds like a slam dunk for the prosecution. Right, not so fast. In the courtroom, what you feel isn't the same as what you can prove.
this isn't enough evidence on its own. Let's see how the judge explains why the woman might be found not guilty.
Just an odor and admission of 2 beers. Any other indication of intoxication? I mean, slurred speech, bloodshot eyes. Ms. Rodriguez, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you.
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
The officer initiated a traffic stop after observing the defendant's vehicle traveling 94 miles per hour in a 65 mile per hour zone. The officer observed an odor of an alcoholic beverage, and the defendant admitted to the officer that she had 2 drinks. Standard field sobriety tests were conducted, HGN 4 out of 6, walk and turns 5 out of 8, one leg stand 2 out of 4. The DIC was read and breath was refused.
Commentary. Here's where the judge zeroes in. Speeding alone doesn't equal intoxication. In DWI cases, the law requires clear evidence that the driver's mental and physical faculties were impaired, not just that they were driving fast.
A blood search warrant was signed and executed.
Felt like that went really fast. So the stop was for speeding.
For speeding, yes.
Then
And then after that, they had an odor of an alcoholic beverage, and she made an admission that she drank 2 beverages.
just an odor and admission of 2 beers. Any other indication of intoxication? I mean, slurred speech, bloodshot eyes.
While the SFSTs were, this is for the James, while the SFSTs were being conducted, she was not understanding, like the officer had to explain, I think at least 4 times, the instructions for the walk-in turn, the one-leg stand. He also noticed that I think she took off her boots for the one-leg stand. She was stumbling when she was taking them off. So there were other signs that the officer.
That's what I want. I mean, just an odor, not even a strong odor at that, you know? And then you just have an admission of 2 beers. You don't know what time. Was it over a 12-hour span? You know, there's no accent here. There's no. Is she a Spanish speaker?
I believe so, Your Honor.
I don't see any indication of that.
Commentary, boom, there it is. The judge is reminding everyone that smelling like alcohol isn't proof of being drunk. Imagine this. You could spill a beer on your clothes and smell like a brewery, but that doesn't mean you're intoxicated.
And if I may, I've been doing DWIs for 10 years and I don't understand the instructions most of the time.
As far as I can tell, the officer also just demonstrated it to her. I mean, which is per, you know,
But
procedure for
right, I
SFSTs,
get the SFSTs, but I mean, to even get to the
Commentary, and just like that, the DWI case collapses. Probable cause is the legal threshold needed to move forward, but without solid evidence, the judge isn't budging. Question for you. Do you think that was the right call, or should the refusal to take a breath test have weighed heavier?
SFSTs, right? You have to show something that there's some indicia of intoxication. Here, all we have is an odor and admission of 2 beers. That's not enough. An odor of alcohol in and of itself is insufficient.
But
yeah.
it seems that this stop occurred at 2 in the morning, and she made a statement that she stopped drinking at 12 a.m. So we have a 2-hour period between when she's finished drinking and then
Alcohol dissipates every 1 hour. An alcoholic drink dissipates from your system.
she still had the odor in addition to that statement.
All right, I'm going to find no probable cause.
Yes, Judge.
Thanks, Judge.
Ma'am, be careful, you know, really. Every single day, someone dies from a DWI in our county. It's so easy to take a $20 Uber, literally push one button, you have a car waiting for you wherever you want to go in this county. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Right, please take a seat. Is it Jose Adolphus? Good morning, Mr. Adolphus. Sir, you're charged with terroristic threat of a family or a household member. That makes it a Class A misdemeanor. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause.
Commentary. Now the stakes skyrocket. We've moved from speeding and alcohol to domestic violence and death threats. Notice how the prosecutor points out a pattern. This isn't a one-off incident, but part of a disturbing cycle.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. If you cannot afford a lawyer will be appointed to represent you.
Yes, Judge. On July 6, 2024, the officers met with the complainant, the defendant's wife, who said the defendant was visiting her child at her apartment when the defendant told her he wanted to be with her. The complainant said she did not reciprocate the sentiment, and he told her that he should have killed her when he first got out in March because the complainant sent him to jail. The defendant also said he will kill the complainant if she calls the police on him again. The complainant was scared for her life and asked for a protective order.
Did you have anything that you wanted to add?
Yes, Judge.
Shh.
I just want to make it known to the court that, yes, the defendant just was released from TDC for an assault against the same complaining witness. He was released in March. In July, he picked up this charge. I've also been in contact with the Family Violence Division at HPD because the complainant told me that she made a walk-in report on September 25th alleging that the defendant, she's currently pregnant, and alleging that the defendant has assaulted her again and that he threatened to kill her again because she went to the police. Those charges have not yet been filed, but I confirmed the existence of the incident report. Like I said, I've been in contact with the detective in this case.
You realize that you're near to being a true habitual. When you go to TDC, if you pick up a new case, you're a 15 to life case. A minimum of 15 years, Mr. Dolphus. Do you understand that?
Can I speak?
Don't. No, I've got a bunch of DAs here. Anything that you say, they're going to use it against you.
That's perfectly fine. I was nowhere near.
Stop. Well, I'm going to make that now, and I'm going to memorialize that with an ankle monitor so I know that you're not there or going I'm forbidding you from going within 1,000 feet of where she lives or where she works. If that thing dings, the battery goes dead. It's not going to go well. Do you understand, Mr. Dolphus?
Sir. I'm back and forth between Houston and Atlanta. I have documentation showing that I was in Atlanta when all of this was concurred. I moved on, and that's her problem.
What happened with that charge? Is it going to get through?
So she says that the incident occurred on the 24th. She made a walk-in report on the 25th. Like I said, I called HPD on Friday and they told me that the report's made. They gave me like an incident number.
Pregnant with whose child?
I believe the defendant's child. She told me that he's
How
aware.
far along?
I think right now she's 6 months. I don't remember exactly how far along she told me, but like I said, the officers made the report. They have photos of her from the 25th or from the incident on the 24th. I can confirm that with her. I just spoke with her on Friday.
So, Mr. Dolphus, understand that there's a protective order that's been issued in this case. I would get to know it because if you violate the protective order, the state can and will file additional charges against you. If they file those additional charges, it's called a violation of protective order. We put conditions on that and you violate it. We can have a hearing to hold you at no bond, 0 bond, and I will do it in a heartbeat to protect every person in Harris County. You're telling me that you're in another place. I will give you a lawyer today and we'll see. If you have that document, great, put it up. Let's see. I'll give you, I already have an application on file. I'm gonna give you a lawyer today. Let's see what you have. But as it stands now, I don't want you to have any contact with this person. I don't want you to be in possession of weapons and not to go within 1,000 feet of where she lives, where she works. And I'm gonna put a monitor so I know where you are at all times. If you wanna go to Atlanta, great. There's no problem with that. I'm not gonna put any travel restrictions on you. Just don't go anywhere near where she lives or where she works. That's all I'm asking you to do. Don't pick up any new cases as well. If you go to Atlanta, everything you do out there in the free world, you need to be thinking, if I do this, am I going to go to jail? If I say this, what kind of ramifications is it going to have? Because it's your liberty that's at stake. All she's got to do is go, hey man, he's bothering me, and boom, you go down. Don't give any cause for that to happen. So for now, I'm gonna have you sign a reset with Victoria. We'll have you take a seat in the jury box. I'm gonna find your lawyer, and then you tell your side to the lawyer, and then we'll go from there. He can always, or she can always reapproach, and we can talk about how to go forward, all right? Please.
If he was to go, he would be in the circle judge of Comal County.
Every single time he comes back, it's gonna be the same
He may not come back. He has been through this with you for a while, and he understands that you have control over his life, and that if he comes back, you will continue to have control over his life. He's just wants to get out to take care of his children. He's been in custody for a while now.
Sucks that because of Como County now, you know, we can't do what we really need to do. It's horse poop.
Is there anything you'd like the state to do, Judge?
I mean, what can we do? You know?
Really nothing. I can continue to reach out to Como County, but they can't.
You couldn't even get to a prosecutor. What? It's sad. It's sad. It really is that, you know, when you have DAs try to make an effort to even reach out to another county and you can't even get to a prosecutor. It's sad. It's
Okay.
James, Mr. Ariel. The days of us just, or of someone picking up a case, pleading to time served, picking up a case, pleading to time served, picking up a case, pleading to time served, no more. You now are on notice. Anytime you come back, what we are going to do. You know that, right?
Commentary. This moment is striking the judge shifts from tough legal talk to almost parental concern. It's a rare glimpse of compassion in a courtroom known for cold procedure. But will empathy stop a repeat offender from returning? That's the million-dollar question.
What do you understand? Tell me what you understand. Shh. I want to know what you understand.
A time.
I want you to realize something, Mr. Ariola. I want what's best for you. And if you're living on the street, I want it to stop. If you're out there and you're stealing to get food, I want it to stop. If you're out there begging for money because you don't have any, I want it to stop. And the reason I put you in the facilities is to determine why it continues to happen. Because it continues to happen over and over and over. And it hasn't stopped since the last 2 to 3 years. And that's why we're doing what we're doing. Believe it or not, I care about you and I want what's best for you. I really do, I swear. I don't want to keep you in just for shits and giggles. I don't. I want you to be able to work, make money, and then have a great relationship with your wife, kids, whoever's in your family. But when you keep coming back with criminal cases, that tells me something's wrong. And we have you going to the dual diagnosis facility to see, okay, what can I do in my life to change things? Now, I can't send you back because you've got 3 cases in another county. I tried to get our DAs here to reach out to the county, but they couldn't even speak to the other DAs over there. So we're stuck, and I can't send you back because they won't take you. So I don't want to just keep you in jail for the sake of keeping you in jail. So we're going to be done today. But if you come back with criminal cases, there's no more catch and release. Do you understand? Do you realize that I want what's best for you? I like you, Mr. Ariel. I do. I just want what's best for you. That's it. I want you to be a loving father to kids if you have any. I want you to work and give them money because that's what fathers do. They give children love, support, a place to live, a place to be able to go get education. That's what fathers do. They're supposed to protect their own. And while you're in jail, while you're out on the street, it's not happening. That's what I want. I'm not asking for much. Any questions? It's okay. You can tell me whatever you want, really. We're friends. You can tell me whatever you want. Don't shy. I really want what's best for you.
I'd like for you to know maybe from your point of view, these ideas come however they came to you just now. My way of living did not pretend to what you just said. If I may, I'd just like to. Yes, I agree. I do have a family. I'd like to get back to my way of living. That I do agree.
Letting you out today. The only thing I would like, when you're out there, think before you act. Before you do something, you need to think, if I do this, am I going to go back to jail? If I say this, am I going to hurt someone? That's all I'm asking you to do. Think before you act. And before you say something. If I say this, is it going to hurt someone? If I take this, am I going to get in trouble? If I go talk to this person, are they going to call the cops on me? That's all I'm asking you to do. We're letting you out today. Just think before you act. That's all I'm asking. You don't have any holds from Como County, but at some point they're going to come. So you got to be ready for it. Do we have a social worker perhaps that can talk to him or somehow keep him apprised of when the warrants issue?
I can give him my number with my card and I can check on it for you when you call me, Mr. Ariel, that I'll give you my number with my cell phone and you can call and check in with me periodically and I'll let you know if I see any.
If you do that, if you call Lori,
that'll be great.
Okay.
if you call her, she can tell you when the warrants hopefully will issue, because it's something you're gonna have to deal with. Okay, Mr. Ariel.
All right, we do need to do plea paperwork, or how are you gonna do it?
No, I guess we'll just unsat term, right? That way he doesn't have to do anything. Just good luck. Don't come back.